Coming back to the other breaking story at this hour, emerging from the state of Jammu and Kashmir, there is tension that still prevails in Rajouri in the state. This after a community burned the flag of the terrorist organization Islamic State. Now what we're being told is another community objected to the flag burning and hence the protest took place. The JKLF has protested against the incident in Rajouri. We have Shiv Arur now joining us on the phone line. Shiv, yet another instance where we see the ISIS flags.
Absolutely, Vedika, this happened in Rajouri yesterday. The actual incident yesterday was when VHP and Bajrang Dal activists had burnt an ISIS flag which apparently contained, a religious scripture inscribed on it, for perhaps some kind of mischievous reasons. After which there was a massive backlash from locals there, and there was a major amount of stone pelting. There were water cannons used. Tear gas fired, there was a lathi charge as well, and curfew was imposed in the town of Rajouri, which has been traditionally quite sensitive as far as these things are concerned. Remember, in 2013 there had been curfew imposed when Praveen Togadia was supposed to travel there, and he'd been banned from travelling there. This time around, things had actually gotten so bad that an army flag march was necessary to actually, quell the situation and, bring a semblance of normalcy back. Now, with the JKLF now coming out in protest, you've got a near riot-like situation once again in Rajouri. Now, you've got political groups like the VHP, the Bajrang Dal, the JKLF, which frequently try and foment trouble, when there are tensions of these kind already simmering. We've seen what's happening in Srinagar and in Shopia with the ISIS flag situation there. The National Security Advisor, it happens to be in the Kashmir Valley even as we speak, Vedika, trying to get the latest on what's happening in the state as far as terrorism and the ISIS flag issues are concerned. So the JKLF now jumping in, fishing in troubled waters, trying to escalate the situation in a known sensitive area like Rajouri district is not surprising at all. But the police is out in full force and they're trying to bring the situation back to normal.
Shiv, do stay with me. We also have Gaurav Sawant joining me on that breaking news. Gaurav, how worried is the Jammu and Kashmir government as well as the centre, because we're seeing the re-emergence of ISIS flags in the valley and politics also being played over it now?
The situation is extremely tense, not just north of Pir Panjal, but this particular incident south of Pir Panjal, as Shiv was telling us in Rajouri, though it started with the burning of the ISIS flag and some youngsters objecting to it and defying a curfew, the situation could spiral out of control. In fact, the district collector gave out a written request to the army to carry out a flag march, following which the army has now been asked to be on standby to be deployed in several areas. A flag march is basically, Vedika, a show of strength, that the army is out on the streets and no miscreants should come out on the streets. But now, sustained military presence could be required not just in Rajouri town, but also in adjoining Punch, in Bimbargali, and the aim is to ensure that the situation does not spiral out of control all the way up to Jammu. And the fact that JKLF is now taking to the streets in Kashmir could lead to a situation which was earlier restricted to a small pocket of the Jammu division all the way from Jammu to Kashmir, and that is why the security forces and the government are extremely alert and sensitive to this issue. But what they find very strange is why should anyone be sympathetic to an ISIS flag, a terrorist organization's flag being burnt?
All right, Gaurav Sawant there bringing us up to speed along with Shiv Arur on the fallout of the protest.